Good evening, everyone. The July 11th, 2017 meeting of the Monroe County Legislature will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Elkoffer. Here. Mr. Ansello.
Here.
Mr. Baroth.
Here.
Ms. Boyce.
Here.
Mr. Brew.
Here.
Mrs. Brown.
Here.
Dr. Carbone.
Here.
Mrs. Conley. Here. President Daniele.
Here.
Mr. Delahanty.
Here.
Mrs. DeFlorio.
Here.
Mrs. Draw.
Here.
Mr. Felder.
Here.
Mr. Flagler Mitchell.
Here.
Ms. Harris.
Here.
Mr. Hebert.
Here.
Mr. Howland.
Here.
Ms. Cayley.
Here.
Mr. Lightfoot. Mr. Marionetti.
Here.
Mr. Michike. Mr. Morelli. Mr. Moyo is excused. Mr. Rocco.
Here.
Mr. Shepard.
Here.
Ms. Taylor.
Here.
Mr. Terp.
Here.
Mr. Wilcox.
Here.
Mr. Zale.
Here.
Please remain seating. I'd like to introduce at this time a good friend, Reverend Peter Naget of the St. John the Evangelist Church in Greece, who has been invited this evening by legislator Kathleen Taylor. Father Peter.
Good evening. As we come together this evening to ask for God's grace and mercy upon us, let us pause and pray. Heavenly and gracious God, we thank you for your many blessings upon us. We thank you for life itself, for the measure of health we need to fulfill our calling as county legislators, for sustenance and for friendship. We thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. We thank you for loving us from your boundless and gracious nature. I pray for this gathering of the Monroe County Legislature. I'm asking that you will graciously grant them wisdom to govern amid the conflicting interests and issues of our times and of our county. A sense of the welfare and true needs of the people of our county. A keen thirst for justice, fairness, and rightness for the people of our county. The ability to work together across the aisles when there is an honest disagreement. Personal peace in our lives and joy for the task ahead of us. I pray for the agenda set before us today. Give an assurance of what you will please us to do for our people and what will benefit those who live and work in and around our fine Monroe County. In your name, I pray. May you be blessed, and may we glorify you. Amen.
Please stand as Legislator Carla Boyce will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Legislator Boyce. Your copy of the journals of Day 6, June 13, 2017, and Day 7, June 20th, 2017, are available on your tablet, and without exception, both journals stand approved as submitted. There is a hearing in loop this evening to assist those who are hearing impaired. Anyone requiring assistance should inquire in the clerk's office.
Pager or other electronic devices in your possession, I would request that you make it inaudible for the duration of the meeting. Thank you for your cooperation.
Legislators, the referrals submitted to the legislature for the next committee cycle are available on your tablet as well as online. This evening there are several proclamations scheduled. Madam Clerk.
Would Najee Boswell please come forward? Also, President Anthony J. Daniele and Legislator Lachey D. Harris. Whereas it is the sense of this legislature to honor athletes that compete at a high level, demonstrating success and good sportsmanship on the field of play and character both on and off. And whereas, attendant to such concern and in full accord with longstanding tradition, these legislators are justly proud to honor Najee Boswell, Section 5 Track and Field State Meet Qualifier. And whereas, Ms. Boswell, a junior at the World of Inquiry School, has made history by becoming the first boy or girl at the high school level in the Rochester City School District to qualify for a state championship meet in 2 individual events. And whereas, coached by AJ and Alonzo Cooper, Ms. Boswell has won or shared 12 Section 5 championships, received a medal from a state meet in the Outdoor Division 2 100, and seated 11th in the 200 and 4th in the 100. And whereas, named Athlete of the Week in June of 2017, Ms. Boswell won the Division II 100 meters in 12.45 seconds during the state qualifiers, and placed second in the 200 at 26.19 seconds, drawing interest from several East Coast universities. And whereas the lessons learned in the classroom and on the field of play will continue to push this young woman to greater success in our community in whatever she chooses to pursue in the future. Now therefore let it be known that we, Anthony J. Daniele, President, and Lachey D. Harris, Legislator, District 27, do hereby honor Najee Boswell on this 11th day of July, 2017.
Thank you.
That's right. She's not just fast on the track. She's Legislators, we will now recess for the purpose of holding a public hearing. I declare open the public hearing on resolution intro number 253 of 2017 entitled Adopting the 2018 to 2013 Capital Improvement Program.
There are no speakers registered for this hearing.
There being none, I declare the public hearing closed and reconvene the July 11, 2017 meeting of the Monroe County Legislature. There are no formal reports, committee reports scheduled for this evening. We will now hold our public forum. We have several people registered to address the legislature. Madam Clerk.
If you require assistance, a deputy is available to assist you in approaching the lectern. I will call 3 people forward at one time. Each speaker will have 2 minutes in which to address the legislature, and kindly conclude your remarks when the timer sounds and exit through the back of the chambers. Thank you for your cooperation. Our first 3 speakers will be Marianne Hero, Paul Frisella, and Joanne Sassa.
Thank you.
Do I just start?
Go right ahead.
Okay. I'm Marianne Haru, Northeast Rochester. With 3 out of 4 welfare rentals in 14621 a problem, welfare needs reform. My suggestions: no apartment occupied till a course in how to be a good neighbor results is no drug sales, no litter, no loud music, dogs and cats humanely treated and spayed, no dog fighting, no loitering, and no truants. Also routine drug tests. Problem: on June 11, 2017, I was assaulted by a welfare recipient, Ashley, at 300 Bremen, apartment 9, across the street from me. My eyes and face were maced by this woman when I objected to drug dealing across the street. She came in front of my house as I stood in the grassy part, got out of her car, maced me, my face, eyes, and arms, and took off. 2 hours later, another assault. After the assault of mace, 5 of her woman friends tried to beat me up. I barely made it and called 911, and the officers responded and removed the woman. Suggestion: when there is an arrest for drug use, Narcan for the heroin addicts, DSS pull all benefits, welfare and welfare disability, and require the person to live in a halfway house for 6 months with counseling and daycare after jail time, not, back on the street, relocated to cause trouble on another street, which is a cycle in our area. Also, we need more social workers. The police can't do it alone, yet we constantly need help in 14621 from 911 and Norton area from our brave and caring officers. Is that the end?
You can continue, just conclude.
Okay, I conclude. Welfare is a cushion and an enabler. Nobody, it seems, has done anything to address hauling welfare, and it needs to be done because a lot of our good residents are moving, and in turn they're becoming another drug house filled with drug addicts and people who sell. Thank you.
I am Paul Frisella. A couple of years ago, children from the Central America area were coming to the United States for some reason, and a plan to house them in Greece, New York, got started. But someone made a claim without merit, that these kids carried disease, and that housing plan failed to happen, partly because of that poor claim. I wrote to the person who made that claim, and my letter was ignored. I eventually called that person's office and commented on all of this. Such cold indifference to the needs of children is lousy, unprofessional, and evil. And I strongly encourage all voters to learn about this problem more and vote appropriately with respect to this problem in the next election.
First of all, thank you to all of you who serve our county well. I will address shortcomings in the County Economic Development Office. Our county's economic problems, as you know, include a shrinking manufacturing base, aging infrastructure, an aging population, and a city center buried in poverty. How often does Director Jeff Adair contact his state, regional, and city counterparts to address these issues? When does Adair meet with state economic development types like Howard Semsky or even Bob Duffy to discuss, not for more state aid, but for better overall state and county governance? How does Adair collaborate with his counterparts in the city? Poverty, For example, poverty is concentrated in our city, but the stink is regional. Every study on poverty lists transportation as a factor. The city has only taken baby steps on this issue. When does Adair meet with Maggie Brooks, with Justin Fiesel, Dan DeLaus, at the Rochester Genesee Regional Transportation Authority to advocate solutions to this economic barrier? Jeff Adair is a genial man, but his economic ideas are small. His first action at Comida, for instance, was to rearrange the 7 board members' chairs. I ask you legislators to consider a new director of economic development. Thank you.
Our last speaker is Craig Moffitt.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak this evening, and in particular to County Executive Cheryl D'Onofrio, all legislators on both sides of the aisle, as well as President Daniele. Thank you for returning respect and integrity back to the office of the Monroe County Executive. As well, to each and every legislator, thank you for your dedication, hard work toward more mutual cooperation with the City of Rochester. Only together can we succeed and grow the taxpayer population, bring more fair-paying jobs to the area, educate our future leaders, and make the entire greater Rochester area the place to live, work, and raise a family. My special thanks go out to John Holland for his representation and efforts to the town of Henrietta, as well as to Jim Shepard, too, for all of his hard work and efforts. Together, we rise up and we succeed. Delay, obstruction, partisan efforts never work for the entire community. Have a great summer, and once again, thank all of you for your hard work.
This concludes the public forum.
Legislators, we will now proceed with the consideration of local laws. Will the clerk please read the first item on the agenda?
Item number 1, referral 17-0196LL.
Moved by Legislator Connolly, seconded by Legislator Draw. This is for introductory purposes only. Next item, please.
Item number 2, referral 17-0196LL.
Moved by Legislator Connolly, seconded by Legislator Draw. This is a motion to table. All in favor? It's not debatable, but
It's just a
ask.
question.
Go ahead.
It's a question. When asked in the committee meetings about a policy, policies and procedures or per se for security with a particular office, my question is, will we have a document in time for the next meeting?
Can we do this? Can we pass this motion to table, and we can allow this question at the next item where there's discussion? How's that? Okay. All in favor to table, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Item number 3, referral 17-0196LL.
Moved by Legislator Connolly, seconded by Legislator Draw. This is to set the public hearing. Is there any discussion, Legislator Cayley?
Thank you. I'm never sure where the point of information
That's
comes
all right.
with that, but I'll try to remember it in the future. Through you to the administration, the question was asked in committee if we would have a policy for security purposes, since we are entering into an agreement that will not have to come back before us in the future. And my concern was having a policy for security for access to the building, et cetera, when we move forward and other government entities, including the one coming in with this referral, access the area where the data is being stored. So would we have some type of written document with security addressed before we have the final vote on this?
Through you, Mr. President, we will have that before the legislature votes on this matter.
Is there any other discussion on setting the public hearing? There being none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item?
Item number 4.
Yes, Legislator Marionetti.
President, I rise to move items 4 through 32 and further move that they be considered through one vote of this body.
Do I have a second? Motion to move items number 4 through item number 32, moved by Legislator Marionetti, seconded by Legislator Cayley. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Items carry. So referral number 33, Madam Clerk.
Item number 33, referral 17-0207.
We're going to do item number 33. That's item number 17-0208. Is that correct? 07. Did we move through 32?
Including 32.
So we're on, oh, there you go, okay. My apologies. All right, so we have a motion on the floor, item number 33, right? Okay, 17-0207, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Moved by Legislator Terp, seconded by Legislator Draw. This is to set a public hearing. Is there any discussion?
My apologies, Mr. President.
Okay. My numbers are off. My apologies. All right, so this is for introductory purposes only. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Oh, no, there was no vote, but you voted anyway. Good job. All right. Next item.
Item number 34, referral 17-0207.
Moved by Legislator Terp, seconded by Legislator Draw. Seconded by Legislator Flagler Mitchell. This is a motion to table. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Item number 35, referral 17-0207.
Moved by Legislator Terp, seconded by Legislator Draw and Legislator Flagler Mitchell. This is to set a public hearing. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Item number 36, referral 17-0208 LL.
Moved by Legislator Michike, seconded by Legislator Draw. This is for introductory purposes only. Next item.
Item number 37, referral 17-0208 LL.
Moved by Legislator Michike, seconded by Legislator Draw and Legislator Cayley. This is a motion to table. All in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Item number 38, referral 17-0208 LL.
Moved by Legislator Michike, seconded by Legislator Draw and Legislator Cayley. This is to set a public hearing. Is there any discussion? There being none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. There being no unfinished business, Legislator Marionetti.
Thank you, Mr. President. We stand adjourned until 6 p.m. Tuesday, August 8th, 2017.
Thank you.